And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood. Folks, it's good to be with you today, and we have two exciting, interesting guests with us today, and then we have a lot of things that we're going to tell you about that's happening in Cleveland and Bradley County. Some of them I told you at the last show, some of them I took off because they've already happened, and some of them are new that I've added, so be sure you get your paper and pencil if you want to know some of these events that are coming up. But our first guest is Kyle Elrod, and Kyle is with Kona Ice, and I love Kona Ice, and so I wanted him to come on today and tell us a little bit about the company, but also about the things that he offers in our community. And you've got a pretty good size area, don't you?
We do. We're not just in Cleveland. We're
Right.
also, well, all of Bradley County, of course, and then we do part of Polk County, and we do Hamilton County, and we do Whitfield County,
Oh my
and we do
gosh.
McMinn County.
Wow.
And we're doing all of that with 4 trucks, which is not enough, but there's only one me, so that's what we're going to do for right now.
And you can't drive 4 trucks at one time.
Well, usually not. You know, sometimes it's kind of necessary, but no. So anyway, Kona got started in 2007 by a man named Tony Lamb and his family up in Florence, Kentucky. And he was just looking to do an alternative to the white van that drives around and sells ice cream. And, you know, I'm not going to get into it a whole lot, but we always hear stories about those white vans everywhere we go. You know, people come to our truck saying, well, we get this white van and blah, blah, blah. So that was the whole idea behind Kona, was to come up with a clean alternative to what people were normally seeing coming through with the ice cream truck. Well, as it evolved, Kona now is much more involved in events. You know, most of our work comes from being with the schools, being with the churches, being with the sports leagues, nonprofits, as you're familiar with. So we do much more of that now than we do neighborhoods. When we first started, we did quite a few neighborhoods, and we still do some. There's a couple days where we try to keep our routes going, but for the most part, we're tied up doing the events. So anyway, Kona started back then in 2007. We got started in 2010 here locally with the 1 truck just here in Bradley County. And then as we added the trucks, of course, we got more territory with that. Kona itself is up to over 1,000 trucks now.
Wow.
And they have other units too, besides just the trucks. They have kiosks, they have trailers, and they have a Kona Mini, which is a little cart that some people use those. They go inside. You know, they'll go work basketball tournaments or wrestling tournaments.
You just push them
like
around.
You just, yeah, it's motorized.
Oh,
and it looks like a little truck. And they
How funny.
just push it right in, and it's got the shaver and the flavor wave and everything else on it. And anybody that doesn't know Kona, what we're famous for is that flavor wave. That's on the outside of the truck there. It's 10 spigots, and you can put your own flavor on. As much as you want, as many as you want. If you're a kid, you want all of it and all of it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so that's the real appeal of it. But our product is nutritionally sound too. We're always using a product called VitaBlend. And the VitaBlend, all the flavors that are comprised of the VitaBlend, they have vitamin C and vitamin D, and then they're 40% reduced sugar. We use a stevia sugar blend. So it's much better for you than just the pure sugar product, which is, you know, what you normally get when you do that. And then we also have a product that is Smart Snack approved for the schools called Fruit First, and we can provide that on request. It's based on fruit sugar, and so it meets the requirements for the federal requirements for being in the schools for the lunch programs and such. And so we can go in with that, and that's even more reduced sugar. It's 70% reduced.
Wow.
From the full sugar product. And then it also contains the vitamin C, vitamin D, and also potassium. So it's a very good nutritional product as well. And I know, you know, a lot of times I tell people that and they go, oh, come on, it's all sugar, but it's not.
It's a fruit drink, yeah.
It's not.
No.
I mean, you know, we've taken great expense and effort to provide a good product that we're taking around to all these kids, because I mean we know the kids are loading it. I see them. I see them every day.
Oh, I see them on the side of your truck.
They're running over with it, which is not the way you're supposed to do it. It's not really a drink, you know. It's really a food, because you're supposed to eat it with a spoon.
It's an icy like.
And we're actually, the FDA, you know, classifies us as a food.
Oh, okay.
But you know, people, we get them all the time. Oh, you want one of these drinks? Okay. And so that's what they do, and they load them up. So we know that they're loading up on that stuff, but you don't have to worry that they're getting the amount of sugar that you're used to them getting when they're getting other shaved ice or getting, you know, an icy or something like that. So it's a better product for them. Our business model is based on givebacks to the community. As we've kind of transitioned away from neighborhoods, and like I say, we started in neighborhoods, but it didn't take long at all before we were into events. And as we kind of shifted into that, you know, now we're working schools here in Bradley County. I think we've worked with every school here, Bradley County and Cleveland. Some of them more than others. You know, we have some that are bringing us in 8 or 10 times a year.
Wow. Kind of like a reward program for
some
the
of them do it
students.
as a reward. Some of them just do a monthly thing.
Oh,
where they'll
okay.
just bring us in, and we'll come once a month. And I'm sure that there's a reward aspect to that. You know, I'm sure they probably have to behave to be able to do that. But the kids will come and they'll just buy their Konas from the truck, and then we give the school back a percentage of that. And so we have schools that we raise $3,000 and $4,000 a year
Wow.
from doing that. And you know, tons of them in the area. You know, we do over 1,000 a year. Most of the schools that use us, they'll bring us in 3 or 4 times a year. They'll probably do a couple times in the fall, a couple times in the spring, or maybe once in the fall, once in the spring, and then we may have like the AR reward class.
Right.
We do a lot of that where they'll bring us in and the school will pay for it. But we do a ton of work with schools, not just here locally, but you know, we're in Hamilton County. Like I said, Polk County is all over us. McMinn is all over us. All of them are. So we're very busy with that. We're very busy with the sports leagues. Of course, we've been with Bradley Parks and Rec from the beginning. I think the second week we were open,
Wow.
we were already working with them, and so this is our 8th season. And we do, usually you can't avoid us in the parks. You know, oh, well, we're not going to industrial, we're going out to Bradley North. Well, guess what? We're out there too. So there are some nights where we have all 4 trucks at the parks. We'll be at the upper and lower park at industrial. We'll be at Bradley North, and we'll be at Blue Springs. So there's no avoiding us.
That's okay.
But usually it's not that bad. Usually we're in 1 or 2 of them. But we do a lot of that. This time of year we're doing a lot of daycares. And that's usually not a give back model there. We just go and you know, the kids are happy to see us. One of the great things, a lot of times when we do daycares or times in the past, I've had kids that have made drawings of Kona. And they're just so happy to see us, and they'll bring those drawings up.
How
I've got them on my
neat.
refrigerator where we've gotten those over the years.
That is neat.
So, and it's always a thrill for us to come, and you know, of course, the kids are excited to see us, but we're excited too to see those kids just be so happy about it. You know,
Right.
we're driving around a truck full of happiness. Is what we're doing, and it's really rewarding. Not necessarily from a financial standpoint, but from an emotional standpoint, to take that truck out and to see those kids and to see how happy that makes them.
Makes me happy to see the Kona truck, so I can imagine.
It's very rewarding to do that. So that's a lot of the stuff that we do. This summer here in Cleveland, we're going to be at the, what is it, First Friday?
First Friday Festival.
We did the one a week or so ago.
Right.
And we'll be at that for the next 2 times as well. We're at Lee University for their summer camp program all summer. So we're usually over there just about every day. We're there from 3 till 6, and then we're back at night from usually 9 to 11.
Wow.
And so they have those camps that come from all over the country.
Right.
Sometimes those are huge. You know, a lot of times there's 1,500 kids over there. And so, and we've done that from the beginning too. This is our 8th season with them. But you can catch us over there. I get people all the time that are calling and texting and say, you know, where are you? Where are you going to be? It's difficult. We're mobile, so you know, we're moving around a lot. But that's one of the places where you can pretty much count that we're going to be. There are days here and there where they have transitions of the camp that we're not there. But at this point now, it's getting pretty intense on their schedule. So pretty much every day we'll be there till the end of July.
Do you do a lot of vacation Bible schools
We
in the
do
summer?
tons of vacation
Okay,
Bible
good,
schools.
because there's plenty of those coming up. So.
Right. We were doing, oh gosh, we're probably doing 10 or 12 a week right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and again, all over the area. We do them here locally. Chattanooga has us down for a ton of those. Dalton has us for a ton of them. And we'll do that. We'll give the church a discount, because usually what happens is the church pays for the kids. Well, not just the kids. They'll usually pay for whoever is there.
Right.
But we can also do that as a fundraiser too. And we have a few churches that'll do that. And all they have to do is just let us know, and we'll do it like we do a school. We'll come in, we'll set up, we'll sell everything at the regular price. And they can go as high as $6 on that. If you get the giant cup with the color changing spoon, that's $6.
Color changing spoon.
Yeah, it's got a color changing spoon.
That's important,
yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Some places we go, that's very important. I made the mistake of running out of those a couple of times this spring, and I won't do that again.
That's funny.
Kids get a little bit upset when they don't get the color changing spoon. But we have other things. You know, we have lays that come with the King Kona. We have slap bracelets that we can give with things.
Oh, yeah, I've had a slap bracelet before.
Silicone bracelets, we have those. We've had keychains before. We always have some little knick-knack that we give out with our bigger sizes. So anyway, that's what all we have going on. And
Which sounds like a lot. Now, let me ask you, you used to carry an ice cream line. Do you still have that?
we still have ice cream,
Okay.
not as much as we did.
Okay.
The reason not as much is as a couple of my trucks have gotten older, they won't stay down to minus 25, which ice cream needs to be down way below zero.
Oh, okay.
Once ice cream hits zero, it'll start melting.
Oh,
Not
okay.
just below freezing. It's got to be at zero.
Okay.
So those trucks, I can't keep the ice cream on there and keep them out. You know, some days we're out, well, like Saturday. Don't tell my employees this, but Saturday, some of my employees are going to be out like 14 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
And
Okay.
so we can't leave it out that long.
Right.
And it stay, you know, a good
Right,
product. So
right.
you know, two of the trucks, the newer trucks, as time has gone on, Kona has done a better job of developing the trucks and finding out, okay, here's what we need to do for the freezers. You know, not just that improvement, they've made a million
Right.
improvements on those things. But those freezers are a lot better and will hold up better, so we keep ice cream on those. We try to always have ice cream when we're doing neighborhoods. Now, as soon as I say that, somebody's going to say, well, you came in my neighborhood and you didn't have ice cream.
Of course they are,
But
yes.
sometimes when we're doing neighborhoods, it's not that we've intended to go there. We may have holes in between
I
events,
got you.
and we'll have a couple hours. Okay,
Right.
couple hours, let's go see
Run through a
what's
neighborhood.
going on somewhere.
Sounds great.
So
Now,
we'll do
Kyle,
that.
if they wanted to call you or get in a hold of you to come to their vacation Bible school or their summer camps or anything that's going on, how do they do that?
There are a lot of ways you
Okay.
can get a hold of me. The
Okay.
first way is to just call us or text us. You can do that at 423-402-1811. I have that phone in my pocket right
Okay,
here. That's
and
what
it
I
was-
was
and it
checking
was-
just a minute
yeah,
ago.
it said it's
oh
been
yeah, I'm
ringing,
getting,
yeah.
getting texts since I've been sitting here. That's 423-402-1811. You can also find us on Facebook at Kona Ice Cleveland Chattanooga, and you can get on there and send me messages, and those come to me, and I usually get them right away. Again, they come on the phone, so you can do that. You can email us. The way to do that, well, probably the best way to do that is just to get on the internet and look for Kona-ice.com. And that will take you to the corporate Kona website, and there's a space on there that says Find a Kona.
Okay.
So you go in there and type your zip code. If you're, does this show? Do people watch this beyond Cleveland,
okay,
or
yes,
does it go?
we have Charter and we have Comcast and we have Rabbit Ears.
So
So we're going into
we could
part of
go out of-
McMinn, part of
okay.
Bradley, part of Meigs, part of Polk,
Okay.
and part of Hamilton.
When you get on and do that, just punch in your zip code.
Okay.
And then that will bring me up.
Okay.
And then it'll have our contact info there. It'll have the email, the phone number, and all of that, and you can get to me that way. You can also email us at Elrod, Kelrod, at Kona-ice.com. And I do a lot of that. You know, a lot of my communications are early in the morning or late at night because I'm out on that truck quite a bit these days. So, you know, that's a good way to get me as well.
And I will tell you all that when you do email Kyle, he does respond pretty quickly.
But as quickly as I can.
As quickly as he can, because most of the time when I'm doing that, it's not about Kona ice. Not that I don't like Kona ice, I love Kona ice, but it's usually about something else, some other little project we've got going. But he always responds real quickly. So he probably will respond quicker to a business email than he does.
No, I respond quicker to you than
Oh,
would
would you? Oh, well,
anyone
thank
else.
you, thank you, thank you. Kyle, thank you so much for being on with us. Now, you didn't drive the truck over, did you?
I did not drive the truck
I am so
over.
sorry because
I
now I'm
would
craving
have,
a Kona.
I would have done it, but they're all out right now, so I
and
didn't
that's
have
a
a
good
truck
problem.
to bring you.
That's a good problem. But now I'm craving a Kona, so, and surely I don't have to wait until the next First Friday festival. But anyway,
I'll see that we get you one pretty soon.
Kyle, thank you so much. I appreciate you being on with me. Folks, don't go away. We got another guest coming on to tell us about some more exciting things that are happening. And right now, be sure you watch our commercials and support our sponsors because they help pay our bills. Don't go away. We'll be right back.